So today here in front of me I have some of my favorite devices of all time. The OnePlus 13, the OnePlus 12, the Pixel 9 Pro. These are some of my favorite devices. The OnePlus 12 being over a year old at this point. The OnePlus 13 was released here in the US, I believe back in February. The Pixel 9 Pro was released in September of last year. So new Pixel devices coming up very soon. I'm pretty excited for that. The Tensor G5, which is supposed to be manufactured by TSMC. So I hope that's a good leap forward in terms of performance and efficiency for the Pixel devices. And although this is not my favorite OS on an Android device, I'm happy to report, if you guys have seen the YouTube short that I made about the standby battery drain, I'm happy to report that that issue has been resolved with the QPR1 Beta 1.1. So that's nice to see. But this phone hasn't been in my pocket as of recently, but I do really like it because of the form factor. It has pretty good battery life, good cameras, and it still does what I need to do, just not as efficiently as Oxygen OS. Now, in my last video, I reported that I am indeed going to sell the OnePlus 12. I haven't done that just yet because I have to switch my eSIM in this device to a physical SIM and insert it into the OnePlus 13 along with my other line that's also in here as a physical SIM. But definitely check out that last video on the OnePlus 12. This is still a fantastic device. Most of my cases, I usually go with Spigen. This is a Spigen case here on the Pixel 9 Pro, a Spigen case on the OnePlus 12, and I did have a Spigen Ultra Hybrid on the OnePlus 13, but I recently just picked up this 2D Emerge Grip case, and I definitely like the texture on the back, and it also has that blue color similar to the Midnight Ocean OnePlus 13 that I have. So I like that. It's kind of a two-piece case. It has some grip on the sides, but honestly, it feels kind of slippery. And with how I prop my phone up in the shower, kind of like this, and I'm on a phone call or in Discord with the bros hanging out, it wants to slide, whereas in the Spigen case, the edges did not seem so slippery. Also, I find it a little more difficult to get at that alert slider switch with this case. Kind of have to almost use my fingernail or press harder with the tip of my finger, whereas in the Spigen Ultra Hybrid case, it was just much easier to get to that. But that's minor stuff. Overall, I do like the case. That texture on the back is very nice. Also, it supports MagSafe because eventually I'd like to get the OnePlus AirVook charger so I could slap that on here and use wireless charging. It is slower than the included charger in the box with the OnePlus 13, but still 50-watt wireless charging is pretty fast. The focus here today, let's slide these up here kind of out of the way. The focus here today is on the OnePlus 13 and my experience using it since launch. This has been the device in my pocket about 90% of the time just because I really like Oxygen OS. And I'm happy to report, just like with the OnePlus 12, the OnePlus 13 has been a fantastic device to use. Battery life is absolutely exceptional. Let's go in here and look at AccuBattery, my most recent charge cycle. So I was able to charge from 11% to 96% in 34 minutes. Now keep in mind this does have a bigger battery than the OnePlus 12. 6,000 here, 5,400 on the OnePlus 12. And let's look at this usage cycle here. Pretty much a day and a half from 100% down to 11%. Now I typically do not like to drain my phone batteries down that low. I like to reach for a charger around 20-25%, but sometimes this happens. So 100% down to 11%, 6 hours, 11 minutes screen on time, day and a half usage. I think that's pretty good. It did spend quite a bit of time in standby, but I think that's pretty good. And considering the charge cycle right here, 11 to 96% in 34 minutes. So 34 minutes of charging. And again, this is light to medium usage on this charge cycle here. But 34 minutes of charging can get me definitely a day, but a day and a half of usage, which is absolutely fantastic. Battery life is still very good on the OnePlus 12 as well, and it's not a night and day difference between these two devices, but my only gripe, and this just started here recently with the latest update from OnePlus, so let's jump in here and take a look. We scroll down, we're on the latest update. So the May 1st, 2025 security patch, Android 15. So what's going on here is if we tap and hold on the home screen and we go into icons, one of my favorite features that I like to turn off is show app names. I think it's a more clean look. And before this update, when you would swipe up to go to the app drawer, it would hide the app names so you could not see the app names in the app drawer, but now they're back. I'm pretty sure that's a bug, but I definitely, and again, that's very, very minor. But other than that, it's been very smooth. I can't honestly think of any bugs that I've had using the OnePlus 13. Of course, everybody's experience will be different. If we go here just for a second, we take a look at the OnePlus 12. I have been waiting for that update. If we go to About Device and we check for updates, the OnePlus 12 is still on the April 1st, 2025. And just for reference, if we tap and hold, I'll show you guys. If we go to icons, we scroll down, as you can see, show app names is turned off. And if we swipe up on the app drawer on the OnePlus 12, you can see no app names there. I definitely prefer it this way. So if that's a bug, that's the only one I've really noticed. I think that is a good thing, that it's more of a UI bug. But of course, some of my favorite features of the OnePlus devices being that alert slider, just knowing I can reach in my pocket and change my ringer mode from silent to vibrate to actual ring mode itself. The smart sidebar, I can just swipe out no matter where I'm at. I can swipe out, open an app. Typically what I do with the Play Store here is check for updates. I've got a couple updates. Usually what I'll do is I'll click update all and I'll just swipe to exit that. I don't usually use split screen, but if I wanted to, I definitely could. So you press and hold, pull that out, and there is split screen. I just don't use this too often, but it's definitely a nice feature and just how easily you can do that. What's really nice is if I'm signing into something or signing up for something, and say I'm in Google Chrome and it sends you a verification email or a one-time passcode, I can just swipe out, open my Gmail. It's in the floating window. I can grab that code really quick and just swipe up to exit that floating window. I keep my US mobile app in here so I can check my data usage. I keep maps in here. I have been traveling more recently. Keep PayPal in here as well as my primary bank account to keep an eye on those. Discord, weather, Gmail, YouTube Studio. These are just my most commonly used apps. Again, I love the charging speed of the OnePlus devices. I love how bright the display gets. IP68/69 is very nice to have. The camera quality is very good, although I'm not a heavy picture or video taker on mobile devices. This device ticks a lot of boxes for the price point. Even this model here, the 16512, which is $1,000, I think can hang with the S25 Ultra, definitely the S25 Plus. And although OnePlus as a company has changed their stance over the last little bit, going from flagship killer devices to actual flagship devices, and I can definitely understand where people are coming from with that, but the OnePlus 13 is a very good device, and I can absolutely recommend it. It's going to be the phone in my pocket for the rest of this year until the OnePlus 14 or 15. I saw a rumor somewhere about it being the OnePlus 15. Not sure why they would skip the number 14, unless that rumor was just false. I'm excited for the next flagship OnePlus device. Maybe we'll get 24 gigs of RAM. Do we really need it? I don't think so, but maybe we will. Will we get the 1 terabyte option officially available here in the US? That would be nice also. I hope OnePlus goes to a truly flat slab design, because even though the 13 is a great step forward in terms of the curve of the display from the OnePlus 12, me personally, I just love a total flat slab device like the Galaxies and the Pixels. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.